Alright everyone, Cowboy Trades here. Welcome back to the channel for an emergency trade update on KDA. This video is going to be much quicker than my normal TA videos for KDA because I currently see a divergence happening on KDA and I see a lovely trade setup. So let's dive right into this and talk about it. So if we look at KDA on the daily time frame, you can see that it's up about 3% on the daily, and in the past hour we've just had a big spike back up to the upside. However, while this is happening, Bitcoin is getting crushed. On the daily, Bitcoin is nuking from the 200-week moving average, and also the S&P 500 has just lost a crucial trend line. Basically, all the markets are heading down, but KDA is pushing up right now. With this is going to present us a new opportunity to short. We'll talk about what happened in the previous short and how I'm running this new short. But before we get into this, very quickly, why I think this short is very nice right now is because you can see that we have been rejected from the volume profiles. On the weekly time frame, we have just got rejected from the short-term moving average. If we come over to our next chart, look at the Fibonacci candles. On the daily time frame, we've just started to switch into red, which should mean that we should get more bearish continuation underway. And also previously, we discussed this in the last video, but this is a huge line in the sand here. This was a monumental line of support, and quite recently we came up, back tested it as resistance, and now we're switching red over on the Fibonacci. So this looks like a no-brainer to enter this trade for me. Over on the oscillators, we're getting a lot of confluence on both the daily and the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, momentum has reset to the heart line for the squeeze momentum indicator. So if we do start breaking back down, we've got a lot of room to break back down. MFI still got a little bit of room to move back down on the daily. On the weekly, it's a different story. The stochastic RSI on the daily has just flipped bearish. We've got a lot of room to move down for these oscillators. And on the weekly, this is where things really start to heat up, because you can see if we do look at the squeeze momentum indicator, we've once again ticked into light green. The last time this happened was right here. We reset momentum and nuked into new lows for this cycle. Over on the MFI, we're currently sitting at 69. We're extremely overextended right now. So I mean, if I draw a linear trend line, you can see we're once again right back at this level. Liquidity is super overextended. There's tons of room to break back down. The markets are very overextended, and the stochastic RSI has literally quite recently pushed all the way up to 100, which was one reason why we recently entered a trade. But right now, you know, we're still at this level. We're at 85. We've bounced from the 80 line, and it's looking like we are going to start heading back down very soon. The last time this crossed bearish was up here. We proceeded to break down. The time before that, it crossed bearish here and we had a nuke to the downside. And considering everything else that we've just talked about, it looks like we're double topping in this region and looking like we're getting ready for a huge move back down to the downside. I really like how the stochastic on the weekly is in beautiful confluence with what's happening on the daily. I believe there's a lot of room to move to the downside for KDA right now. And also, if we're looking at the KDA BTC pair, you can see we're once again back at these range lows, and we've had a slight bounce from this level. But in general, you know, we've been holding this trend line, well, obviously we came down to it here, but since then, you can see we've been getting smushed and making lower lows and lower highs. So with this bounce, you can also see the lows are lining up quite nicely. So we're kind of bouncing around and slowly falling out of this KDA BTC pair. So on the daily time frame, you can actually see KDA BTC has had a huge move up. We've had a 7% move. KDA is up, meaning that KDA is up 7% against Bitcoin. And we've got FOMC minutes around the corner today. Bitcoin is nuking, equity markets are nuking. Like I said, just wanted to fly through these charts and give you a few reasons why I am entering a new trade for KDA. So the other day, we did enter a new trade for KDA. We told you we were entering, you know, a very low leverage, 2x leverage at $1.20. We put, well, after we started breaking down, you can see we entered around about here and we started breaking down. We told you that we were incorporating a stop loss right here. I believe this was about 8% in the profit. Yeah, it was about 4.3% also. This is a 2x leverage, so we made just over 8% profit on this trade before we were stopped out. And now, obviously, we're not in a trade, we don't have a stop loss, we're not running anything, but now I'm seeing a lot of confluence lining up, so I am going to be entering a new trade for KDA. Now, before I did hit record on this video, I entered a trade for KDA literally just above 2.55 cent. If you are watching this video, we might even get a little bit of continuation, so you might be able to enter from the exact same level as me. But basically, I'm running the same trade that I was running before on the channel. Obviously, what I'm going to be doing is previously we had a trade that just got stopped out around about 8.5% in the profit. I'm going to be rolling the profits from that trade into this trade, increasing the leverage, upping the ante, doubling down on this trade. My take profit is in the exact same place as before. It's all the way down here at 50 cent, where we've got a huge amount of support on the volume profile. So this is this volume profile right here. Tons of support down here. So I would not be surprised if we did get a little bit of support bounce on this level. We may not make it all the way down to 50 cent. As you know, if you do watch the channel, what normally happens is we start breaking down. And when we start breaking down, I say, hey, we're going to incorporate a stop loss. We want to walk away with profit. If the markets reverse on us, if the markets do reverse on us, we walk away with profit. If they don't reverse on us and we go down to our take profit down here, so be it. That is even better. So that being said, as always, I'm not running a stop loss on this one because I do consider this to be a fairly low risk trade. I don't think that we're going to be pumping up, 25%. It is possible that we push up a tiny bit further, which is why I'm not running a stop loss. The liquidation for this would be up at $1.56, $1.57. If you want to incorporate a stop loss based on your own analysis, then feel free to do so. As always, not financial advice. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing in the markets. All of our KDA trades before have been profitable. They've either hit profitable stop losses or come down to the take profits. I think this will be exactly the same. So with that, I'm entering at $1.25, just above $1.25. If we do break down, this will be a 60% move. So if we do have that 60%, and we're obviously on a 5x leverage, this is going to be a 3x return. So I definitely think the risk to reward ratio on this trade is looking very nice. Like I said, emergency update, very quick. I do not think this divergence is going to last for much longer. So for today, my friends, that's all I've got. As always, if you do enjoy my content, if you do enjoy these emergency videos, let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. Share the videos with your friends. It's been your boy Cowboy Trades. Good luck out there. Stay safe. I'm out. Peace.